Good evening.
Let's get this show going, man.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans by fans, with your hosts, Jesse Martin.
The Cowboys are finished, you understand me?
John Taman.
Pull down my trousers and do your job.
Scott Hartley.
Well, that was dreadful.
And occasionally, Keith Gregg.
So many social engagements, so little time.
And now, your host.
Hey, I'm your host. I'm John Taman, and tonight on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, this is a first, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do the first ever Bleeding Burgundy podcast mock draft right here on this podcast, and I'm making it out to seem like it's actually fucking something. And if you can sit through all of it, I commend you, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. We always have a saying on this show, and here it is right here. And you're going to find out just where I stand on this tonight. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say right now that I've got a text from Keith, who couldn't make it tonight, but he says pick Bijan Robinson. So that's
that was wild for about six weeks, that out from the draft, where Keith just constantly went on about Bijan.
I'm telling you, he's got the second pick in the draft this time. He's going to the draft, and he's completely missing his opportunity to be a fanboy over whoever. He's just too busy sitting back on his TikTok and poo-pooing all us football fans for having an opinion on the draft. But that's okay. We get it, and it's fine with us. He wants to pick Bijan Robinson. I'll tell you what. I don't know. This is not my time of year. Jesse, how about you? Do you know anything? Honestly, we could probably all pick the 3 rounds. Scott can pick higher than that. I don't know where
I've been, I like, listen, I love college football.
Okay.
Just as much as, the rest of it. I used to dive into it a lot more than I have in the past, but out of the probably 727,000 mock drafts that I've done, in the past 5 years, not one of them came to fruition. So I said, why the fuck are we doing this? It's stupid. And here we are.
Why the fuck are we going to do this? By the way, just so you know,
we might as well.
I had a fucking accident with a Sunkist truck the other day. By the way, that's just a bandage to cover something. Kids, wear your sunscreens. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. And you can look at my orange bandage all you damn well want. And down there to our lower end there, the guy who's going to make us all look silly tonight, the draft mocker himself, Scotty. How are you today, sir?
Yeah, all good.
Everybody
all
in
good.
the chat too.
What's that?
Hello to everyone in the chat. Brian, Utah, Yam is with us. So hello, all them in the chat. But yeah, everything's good at my end. Everything's good at my end. Nothing going on. Right, we'll get. I suppose we'll get this started then. Really, let's.
You look like you got a bigger house, Scott.
No, I have moved. I've just moved the positioning of where I am, so the camera's a little bit better. Because I got halfway through my stream yesterday and it fell over, so that was quite cool.
Well, I gotta tell you, when you're on a podcast and you're doing shit like this.
Jesse's Castle was the over in the LA and San Francisco.
You're gonna have accidents.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Need more room, John. That's what it is. It's exactly that. But yeah, let me share this, and hopefully we'll dive straight in. And
might as well go ahead.
Okay, so we have at the moment on the draft itself, we have everybody available. We're about to start 7 rounds of drafting, and it's on the clock right now. It is Chicago, and they have taken Caleb Williams.
Oh my God!
We are now on the clock at 2. We don't have any trades, and we can discuss trades as it goes. But how are your feelings on where we go at 2? Obviously, the top 3 on the board there are Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Jaden Daniels, according to this PFN mock draft simulator.
I say we go JJ McCarthy.
I say I don't know why we didn't buy you the fucking Mel Kiper wig.
Why is it? Yeah, no shit.
It was $25 on Amazon, and I saw it. And I was like, I gotta get this and send it to Scott.
Why isn't the mock draft up on the screen?
Oh yes. Why? Oh yes. We. Oh, I because I didn't do my job. There we go. We've got the mock draft on the screen.
There now I can get
apologize.
What looks like
Now
the Mel Kiper Jr. hair or the Mel Kiper the third hair up there at the top.
Yeah, look, it's between two players. It's between Drake May and Jaden Daniels. Pick your poison. I think both of these young gentlemen are going to have a good career. At least we hope so. You know, that NFL is always better with as many good quarterbacks as possible in there. I have a slight, ever so slight lean for Drake May, but you know what the hell? I think Jaden Daniels, can be good. And I know you two boys like Jaden Daniels, so why don't we just pick Jaden Daniels?
Because I'm not so completely sold on Jaden Daniels. I might like Drake May this week.
I'm the same as you. I'm 60-40 Jaden Daniels. I'm not in either way. You know, you can convince me either way. I don't mind. Jesse, if you want to say Drake May, that's fine. I will go with Jaden Daniels. John, you can have the deciding factor.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You both said Jaden Daniels, so I'm going to go ahead and go.
I said
you said Drake May.
I'm in the Drake May.
There you go.
That's who I would pick.
It's Drake May. We are going with Drake May.
All right, Drake May.
Let's pick Drake May.
All right,
he's done. McCarthy went 3. Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, McCarthy's going top 5. I mean, this is real. So do we want to propose a trade to get back up into the first round?
Yes, let's try to
do that.
Seattle they were willing. They seemed to be willing. There was some talk the other day that was probably nothing but a bunch of bullshit that we were talking with Seattle about moving back up to number 16. So let's see.
I was thinking about maybe in the 20s. I think 16 is a little bit too rich.
Okay.
You know, I really, I think that's going to cost too much.
Yeah, you can only ask, right? Call them up.
What would you go for? Were you looking at a tackle? Are we agreed that this is where we're going to go?
Yes. If we trading up to the first round has to be for a tackle and nothing else. I mean, that's
okay. So the tackles that are on the board at the moment, as you can see there, we have Troy Furtado at 17 is what he's projected at. JC Latham at 19, Tyler Guyton, who is projected as 30, and then we're in Kingsley Suamatea at 35, Jordan Morgan at 36.
I like JC Latham, right? But I don't. I still think we need to get it to the 20s before we start trading and see who's left there. So go ahead.
Okay. So you want me to resume the draft and get to about 20? Okay,
why not just see what they would ask for? Oh, well, too late for that.
See, they're all
Dolphins.
Yeah. The fact that the Bengals
Minnesota is probably going to be giving up that pick. I have a feeling. Mm-hmm. So 23 is a good spot right there to try. Whoever's going to be in that spot, I don't think it's going to be Minnesota. But let's get to 23 and let's see who's left.
Okay, so Tyler Guyton's still there. Kingsley Suamatea is still there. Jordan Morgan's still there. So let's propose a trade then with. Do you think Philly are going to take a tackle?
No, I don't think they're going to take a tackle. They just re-up Mailata or whatever his name is.
Let's go with
the Minnesota Vikings. All right, so let's see what we can get for them. So we want 23.
Mm-hmm.
What are we offering for 23?
See if ham sandwich is on there. Let's see how stupid they are. Maybe they're
40.
I think 40. And what about next year?
Next year's second.
And let's go with next year's third. See if they take that.
Do you reckon?
All right.
Or would you
try?
go?
Yeah. Let's try.
I
want to keep the rest of our picks, man.
So do I. Let's try and propose. So we're going 40 and next year's second. Let's see what we get. Declines, rejected.
Because they wanted the third. See?
We'll try it again. Let's try it again.
Let's go 40.
40.
Or let's go 36. Let's go 36.
You reckon?
Let's go 40 and then drop down to like what is that? 162 I see down there.
So 36, the second, and
152.
You want to go 152?
Yeah, 152. Okay. And make that the third next year. Fuck a second.
Well, they're not going to. If they didn't,
they're not going to accept that for 23.
They didn't accept 40 and a second. Now you're offering them a better pick.
Still not.
All right.
Well, they're just
try it again.
We got to up the ante
again.
Yeah,
you got to try it again.
I
Okay,
really
so we want 23. Second, a third, and 40, and 152.
No, I tell you what, take that third
Or is that
off
too
of there
much?
and offer him one. Take the third off of there from next year and offer him the 100.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know about the 152, but oh man, they are tightwads. They really want what they want right there. See,
we ain't going to trade with Philly, and we ain't going to trade with. I'll see. I'll see.
Why not?
Philly
Philly
might
deal.
Let's try.
I don't think we're offering enough.
I don't think we are either. So let's try a second, a third,
and 36.
40th and 36.
No, not both of them. Hell no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
All right. How about 40th and 78?
Yeah, or
78.
36 and 67, one of the two.
Okay,
And
try that.
I would go instead of that third next year. I'd go to the fourth.
No, still nothing.
Fuck it. We're standing pat then. Fuck this.
Okay, let's stay pat then. Let's just resume the draft and stay pat.
Fuck them.
I tell you what, should we try Green Bay?
No, it's going to be the same. It's the
gonna be
algorithm. Yeah.
Bonix, Johnny Nelson, Graham Barton's gone, Thomas, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I'm feeling lucky. Jordan Morgan's going to be there.
Tyler, I'm after Tyler Guyton. So why don't we go with the Lions? Let's see what the Lions want at 29, because we're a bit further down now. Let's see what the Lions want at 29.
Y'all should have called me up. I'll tell you something right now. I've been drinking.
Hi, Jerry. Okay, so 29 for... Do you think 29 for 36? Because that's not a far move.
All right, 29 for 36, and then next year's second round pick.
Seconds. Yeah, let's try that.
They're going to say no.
Yep, they absolutely did.
All right, you're going to have to juice them up this year.
I think so.
I think
you're going to have to juice them up this year. 36, a second, and then 78. Or 67. Go ahead, 67. Fuck it.
And take 78 off. Okay.
Be nice on the phone.
29. All right, try that.
They don't take
yes.
This. Yeah, there we go. All right.
I do like
Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton.
So we are on the clock and it's Tyler Guyton. Okay, no problem at all.
Yeah, resume draft.
Got it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is how the war
and now Carolina want our pick. They're not getting it, and not getting it off Denver. Them. Hang on. We just done that, so that's a bit no.
What did Carolina want?
No, reject.
No, reject and reject again.
Reject.
Okay, so we're going to draft Tyler Guyton. Are we all sure about that?
We're sure about that.
Good. So let's draft.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that here at the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, we are proud to bring you this insight into how the war room actually works. This is how the commanders operate.
Okay, so we have a trade. We have an offer, two offers.
The Raiders.
We have Las Vegas coming up to 44 with 112 included. And then the second trade is from that's way too far to go down to 72.
Yeah, I'll take the Raiders.
Whoa, for 44. They just
44 and 112. Yeah, and they want 4.
We're getting an extra pick for
but let's just see what is left. Let's just see what is on the board. I know what they're trying to do here. They're probably trying to get Michael Penix.
Show me David's going. Fuck it. Show me we got our left tackle. Go ahead and pick up that extra pick that we lost in another trade. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then. So we're going to accept that, and we'll move back to 44.
Show me the receivers.
TJ Tampa's gone. Chris Braswell's gone. I think we're going to stay pat here.
Yeah, let's stay there.
I don't really want it unless there's a massive offer, which there's not.
Reject.
So, reject and reject.
Look,
okay,
Kingsley Matau is still on the fucking board right now.
That's a left and a right tackle, Jesse.
Darius Robinson is still
on the board
right now. And
Tyler Nubin.
Adiza Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac. Unbelievable.
Adiza Isaac. I know we need a right tackle. I know we need. Go ahead, Kingsley. Go ahead. Ah, shit.
Hang on.
Kingsley or Adiza.
Or in the second.
Before we start randomly laying off names, let's look at the positions in detail here. So let's have a bit of.
I'm looking at the positions that need.
Scott, you're fucking brilliant. Listen to how he does this. Hold on. We got to
So
get
we
you.
have Troy Franklin, who out of all of these,
Xavier Legette.
Legette is still up there. He is in the top 10 of wide receivers off this draft board. Malachi Corley's high up there as well, but probably a third round, back end of the third round or mid third round pick. So there's nothing that's exciting me immediately there. We'll just hop to defense first.
Yeah.
So all on the defensive side here, you've got Isaac, who's a great edge rusher. Robinson, who's also a very good edge rusher. Tyler Nubin at safety as well. Probably not an enormous need right away to have a safety. I think for me, Jesse, it's between these two here, Robinson, Isaac, and then on offense, I think you've probably.
I think you need to go ahead and lock down that offensive line. We're going to have a rookie quarterback.
Agreed.
Go ahead with the two offensive.
When's our next pick?
When's
our next pick?
Our next pick after this is 78.
So we got a little while.
We have, but I think that's fine. Unless what we can do is we can stop it at around about 50 and just see what the board is doing and see if you want to trade back in.
I would have liked to gone Legette. To be honest, I would have liked to have gone to big wide receiver there because he's not going to last that long. And even though Sumate is not either,
receivers isn't as big as a need as edge rusher.
I disagree.
So I'm looking here.
At this moment,
I'm looking here, John, at these two here. I'm looking at Roman Wilson. I'm looking at Malachi Corley. And I'm looking at Polk. If any of them
go down because there's receivers in the third, fourth, and fifth round that will be good.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just trying to see who is.
I think we need a receiver right here.
I'm outvoted.
It only pulls up the top 5 that are in that position. At the moment.
What's long snapper look like?
Yes, good. I think genuinely, I think we should
here's
go
how you
say
that when you come to America. Just shut the fuck up.
That or go with these eyes. Let's go to Penn State.
Yeah. What do you want to do then? What do you want to do? Edge or are we going to go
edge or tackle?
I like the edge.
Do you want to see Andrew Wiley?
Hey, you know what? I think we're going to see Andrew Wiley regardless. And
let me ask this:
even if they do draft Kingsley, you're not drafting 2 starting tackles right now.
I was just about to ask that question.
And then tell me you're going to protect the quarterback. I'll go with the edge rusher out of Penn State, please.
Okay,
that's my pick.
These eyes.
And see, I see, like Scott, you've got that. You've been talking to this Amagadaji guy from Yale.
I have. Yeah, he's good.
I think you learned how to pronounce his name back in January. You were so proud of yourself. You started talking
Darius
about
Robinson.
Hang on. So we've got where are we? We've got Darius Robinson and we've got Adisa Isaac out of Penn State there. So we're going to take Adisa Isaac. Yeah.
I like it.
Cool. Happy. Yeah, I am too. On the board for edges, he was the second off my board. Xavier Legette's gone. So we want to pause at around about 55, say here. Cam Kitchens has gone. Ricky Purcell has gone. Yeah, some serious players gone off the board here. But where we are at the moment, we still have a lot of players out here on the overall. Jalen Polk's still there. They reckon he's about 56. Still got Tyler Nubin on there as a safety. Do we want to trade back in or do we want to wait it out till 70?
I think we should wait it out. I think we gave up enough capital already.
I think we did.
I agree.
Keep it going. Let's just keep it going. Okay, Christian Mahogany's gone. Kamari Lassiter gone to Green Bay. That's a great pick.
Oh, Peyton Wilson.
Amagaji's gone.
God, Peyton Wilson's gone. Shit.
I know. That was one of mine as well. He's gone. Malachi Corley's gone. Tez Walker's gone. Right, okay.
Reject.
I don't want that trade at all. No. I don't want anything to do with that either. So we get rid of them too. So somebody's still on the board that they want to look at. So
I like Cedric Gray.
So do I. Very good linebacker, but is linebacker a real need?
Not this year.
Jamin Davis.
I think they made plenty of signings of quality players that they don't have a need this year at linebacker.
Let's see.
I think corner we need to probably target here. Honestly, I think we'll run out of corner.
What we got on the corner? What we got up here? Go to the corners.
Yeah. So still got Abrams Drain, who's very good. We've also got Phillips is gone, Lassiter's gone, TJ Tampa's gone.
Yeah, I think those are a little bit out of reach. Go back to all.
All, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got some DTs on here. A linebacker in Cedric Gray, who is very good. Brandon Fisk, he had an unbelievable combine, but D tackle.
What do we got for the wide receivers?
If we look at that, look at his RAS score 989.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't take a receiver, did we? So let's go back to the picks. So far we have May, guy in your left tackle, and we have an edge rusher.
We've knocked out 3 total
massive needs.
In our first 3
So far, looking at what our needs are, is cornerback and safety according to this draft board. But,
we definitely don't need safety. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Especially after the Chin signing.
Corner is going to have to wait a pick because they're not really
they're not really there at the moment. No. So our next pick,
receiver.
Yeah, our next pick is 100. So let's have a look at wide receiver then. Offense, wide receiver. So Johnny Wilson,
let me throw in
very good.
Might last to 100.
Johnny Wilson and also
I like Malik Wilson as well.
Washington out of Virginia. I like him too.
Very good. So do I.
I like him too. I'm wondering if we can get him at 112 though.
Yeah, I just want to see.
I think we should go back and get that offensive tackle.
Okay.
Because I think
who Roger Rosengarten. Yeah, he's very good.
Get him. Yes.
Another one. He's an out-and-out right tackle. So here he is here. Look at his RAS score, 918, 6'5", 308.
John,
springy, athletic, rare, shoots the
Fisher
area.
Or Rosengard, John.
What's that?
Fisher or Rosengard. I think Fisher would probably be available in the hundreds too. But I think right now for value, I think Rosengardner is probably your best bet right there.
At tackle, yeah, but remember that value is 86 there. So if we go to all, I mean,
I thought Fisk has already been going. All right,
no, Fisk is a DT at 66. But are you looking at best player? I mean, I don't think we need a defensive tackle.
No, we don't.
I think
we don't. We're still waiting on something to come out of our fucking second round pick from 2
years.
Yeah.
And so, he's been injured a lot.
Not enough guys there that can actually come in and play if they can play.
Do you want to go?
I would go with the tackle if we're going to stay on the lines.
Okay. What about what's receiver looking like again? What were the numbers on receiver? 98. And when's our next pick? 100. So we could probably pick up Johnny Wilson there from Florida State, or maybe Malik Washington.
Roll down some.
What's tight end like? Whoa, Jatavion Sanders is still there.
Ooh, go ahead, right there. Boom.
That is a top. Yeah, that's
right
kind of surprising. He's still.
I'm kind of agreeing with that. It's only a few picks off where we are, isn't it? So let's do Jatavion Sanders. Okay, great stuff.
Ding.
Sanders is
ding
done.
I was thinking fifth round.
Rosengarten went the next. Rosengarten went the next pick. Ridiculous.
Up there, you can see the Cowboys. The Cowboys are choosing from these picks up here at the top. You can see them right there. It's chicken the little skirt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
God damn right. Look at that one right there in the blue. Oh,
bloody adverts.
Let me get her in the truck stop toilet.
No,
not taking that. I'm
not
really interested in doing much more trades until we get into.
Neither am I now. Neither am I.
All right. Pick 100.
Honestly, Jared Wiley, I like him as a tight end, but I'm not doubling up. Let's have a look at what he's still on.
We're done with tight end. Just scratch it off.
We are.
We're done with tight end.
Johnny Wilson's still there.
Still there. I like that, John. I like Johnny Wilson.
So do I. 9.97 RAS score, massive as well, John. 6'6".
He's that big receiver. We've been.
He's huge.
Okay.
Yeah,
I do like him.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at what
got John as receiver.
He's also got that nice 1950s name. That's a leather helmet name, right there.
So where were we? We were we were Johnny Wilson. There we go. We drafted.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So our next pick is 112 because of the trade back. So not got too long to wait here. So I think we have to look at corner here.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see what we got at corner right now. Let's see who's available at corner.
Yep, let's do that. Defense, cornerback. Kyrie Jackson's still there. Cam Hart's still there.
Still there too. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Too good.
What's our next pick?
Our next pick after this is 139, which is a bit out, I think, to try and you're hoping that someone drops there.
I'd be good with Kyrie Jackson.
Yeah, I think he's good from Oregon. So let's read his write up. Oh, there isn't.
Oh, it's coming soon.
All right,
Yeah.
Let's fucking good. He intercepted his own press clipping.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back to linebacker. This might
We're stacked at linebacker. I mean, we're not like stacked, like set forever, but we're fine for this year. We don't need to draft if we want to pull in some special teams guys post draft, we can do that.
But listen, Brian's got a great point, man. We only have one linebacker under contract next year.
Okay.
We're not stacked. We're going to be.
Well, no, but I mean, are these guys that you're going to expect to be ready for that next year? I don't know if we're.
Well, these guys where we're picking at right now, they're not going to be starters, man.
No, they're not going to be starters. I understand that.
We got to develop for the future. I do think linebacker is a need. I just don't see anybody I like right here.
No, so
nothing personal.
So let's go to all. Let's have a look at what we've got here.
Yeah.
Look,
hey, we got to really think about
it all, but at BPA, Will Shipley is tantalizing.
John Allen may not be here next year. I think defensive tackle is more of a need than we might, at least in the future. So it might be worth. You got some good value right here. This spot in
Leonard
Taylor.
It might
be worth looking into.
That is some excellent value at this stage of the draft. Why is he dropped?
I got you. Oh,
hello.
Am I there?
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah, it just dropped for a second there. I apologize for that. I don't know what happened. It just went really funny.
Okay.
So have we decided where we're going to go here? Because we're only at 112.
I'm good with Leonard Taylor. I mean, that's great value there. He's the 52nd ranked player, and we're at pick 112.
We haven't got a corner yet.
I mean, did he get caught smoking pot or something?
I don't know.
It's still the value of the corners left, I don't think are there.
We've still got Kyrie Jackson at 1. I still think what's our next pick after this? 139.
Yeah.
Well, I think we could still get about having to develop players is true, and the fact about Jonathan Allen is also true.
Yeah, I like the Leonard Taylor
on Fadarius Mathis.
Yeah, I like the Leonard Taylor pick. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then.
With me.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Taylor it is.
Let's see what cornerback looks like at 139.
There goes Jackson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
here's one. Here's one, please. Malik. If Malik Mustafa is still here,
or Cam Hart,
I'm going to be screaming. Malik Mustafa is a great player. Please don't go. Oh, he's gone.
There he goes.
Not Cam Hart. Cam Hart's still there.
No, Cam Hart's still there. And we've got actual top 30 interesting Cam Hart.
Boom. Well, so. Cam Hart.
Interesting.
Cam Hart's the pick.
That done.
Damn.
Next to 152. Whew. This is where I'm starting to struggle a little bit. I've got some names.
Yeah, this
on
is
the
about
the best player available now.
Best player available. Yeah,
to be honest, let's go to all now. There you go.
I will do what I always do when it comes to things that I'm not 100% sure of. I rely on my good looks and my enormous genitals.
So Tyke Smith from Georgia is actually a very good safety. He's quite
look at Javon Solomon, man. I mean, we still need, edge.
Still need
are
still. I mean, do we though? We signed
not really. I think yeah, I would probably cross.
And we re-signed FA. So
Isaiah Adams, interior play.
Yeah, good.
Ooh,
can never have too many guards.
Luke McCaffrey.
Oh, I didn't see Luke McCaffrey there either. Yeah, good shout. Quicker than his brother as well. Before we do that though, I'm going to tantalizingly see what we got on. I really like this guy here. I really
we got a million safeties though. We got a million.
Yeah, we're way too good at safety.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know about too good, but as far as the
Well, I think good. I think
we lost.
we don't need to add anybody else to that room. I don't think.
Really, we lost Cam Curl. Who did we? Well, we signed Jeremy Chin. So yeah. Okay.
We pulled a Cam Curl in the 7th round.
We did indeed. Are we saying Isaiah Adams? Is that where you're going on guards?
Or Luke McCaffrey?
For a sound effect here.
Luke, okay, or Luke
McCaffrey. I really like
Luke.
Luke McCaffrey. I like Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
So, John,
good bloodline.
Who do you? I mean, his dad was great too. So, I think the value's there.
It's just about there, isn't it? 155. It's kind of around there.
And we can always use skill players. So,
someone on the phone.
Hello,
Jerry Jones.
Hey, listen here. I want a pepperoni with extra cheese. You know where to send it, right? Big Jerry's owner's box up here in the war room. You got it, right? And you know what I want? I want the special packages on it. You know, the ones that come from Gustav. The special packages, the ones with the Russian writing.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Yeah, coming right up.
All right, that sounds good. Now let me ask you.
How are y'all doing on your draft?
Oh, we're doing just fine. Listen here, Mr. Pizza Man. Who do you think that we should go ahead and pick? Because honestly, I've been so hungry for the last 3 rounds, I haven't paid attention to that.
Just throw a dart at your draft board.
I leave it up to my son, but quite honestly, I remember when my wife, lovely Eugenia, dropped him on his head when he was a child, and I never have seen anything come away from that's any good. Anyway, get that pie up here, Jerry out.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I was just seeing what they have actually done at the draft, Dallas. There.
Oh I don't think you can. I don't think you can pick.
Yeah, we can review that.
It doesn't fucking matter, you know.
I know.
I mean, Scott's
a pretend machine.
Got it all serious and shit. Like, damn, dude, loosen up.
All right, this is our last pick. This is our last pick, right? Coming up.
Is it?
It is, yeah. It is, yeah. There you go. This is our last pick. 7th rounder, pick 222. This is our last pick.
All right.
So we have
pick a punter and make everybody mad. Pick a punter, make everybody mad, and say to Tressway, hold the gun up to his head because we took Drake May, so he won't be asking for number 5.
So you've got 196 here, which is a tight end. You've got another tight end. You've got a safety at 208 as the absolute bit.
Do we need another running back?
You never can have enough of them. Late in the draft, why not? We do. We're looking for a lightning in the bottle type guy, the one step and gone. I mean, and I don't know if there's one of those left, but running backs usually never picked high. So let's see how they look. I did see that the Cowboys did pick the guy.
What quarterbacks are left?
Quarterbacks?
Yeah.
No idea any of them are. Slovis from BYU? Nope.
Yeah. Hey, the good-looking man, Sam Hartman's left.
Don't know any of them. I'm really struggling here, to be honest with you.
Go back to all. Go back to all. We'll just pick the best value.
It's a tight end.
Tight end. I don't know. If we're taking a tight end, take Brevin Spanford just because he's got a really fucking country club name.
What about Miles? What about another edge rusher?
We'll take Brevin Spanford, and our reasoning will be that we hope that he breaks the Tamarick Hemingway training camp record.
We got the 2 young ones from last year.
He's terrible. Scott is the 7th of a mock draft.
I'd say.
I know.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm over here telling you that I want to draft him based on the size of his penis.
Who?
How it scares Jesse.
Get another safety.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, Jay Stanley. There you go then.
Jay Stanley. No, y'all go with the most freaking white bread name you can find. There's nothing safe about that.
Cavossier Smoke.
Jay Stanley.
There's a guy called Fat Watts who's playing. I thought that was amazing.
Oh, nice.
Shitter Silla was another name that was out there. Just brilliant names this year in college football.
Names are great anyway.
Yeah, I know. Pig Cage is another guy who used to be at LSU. He's a safety. I'm not joking either.
Pig?
Is Sam
Pig,
Hartman
P-I-G.
going to go undrafted?
He is.
Oh, my goodness. Priority free agent pickup. All right, here's our draft.
Here it is. Yeah.
Here's our bullshit draft, ladies and gentlemen, live from bullshit headquarters here at the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast. Our first ever bullshit mock draft.
Look, you're really grading on picks 1 through 100. That's your contributors, and I think we did very well.
I think we've got 7 Hall of Famers there.
I honestly think you've got a rotation. I think you've got a rotational corner. I think you've got 2 good wide receivers. One of them is probably going to start in Wilson. Luke McCaffrey will play.
And Wilson's a bigger guy. He could provide to move inside as well. You remember Niles Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's that kind of receiver.
Who, Wilson?
And you got
big guy. Big guy.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got a little more speed than that.
And then you've got Leonard Taylor was the value pick at the time. Obviously looking at the future around who's doing what. And then Adisa Isaac, you're a Penn State fan, John. So you can tell us what he's like. He was the other side of Chop Robinson, I believe.
I'll tell you what, Scott, since this is a 100% bullshit made up mock draft, I'm going to go ahead and say that he's a Hall of Famer in the making. He's going to start the season off strong with 93 tackles in his first game, and he's only going to get better from there.
I think getting Tyler Guyton at 29 and trading back in is a great shout there. I think we've done very well there. But
I think, I like the Tyler Guyton pick. I don't give a shit what Scouse says. One of my favorite picks in the draft is Luke McCaffrey. I really like this kid. I think he doesn't obviously have the talent as his brother, but I think he does have a lot of talent, and he could be one of those later round picks. Whoever gets him, could have a good long career out of.
Cool. Right. Perfect. I will knock this off then and stop sharing the screen. There we go. That was the mock draft.
Our first annual and last annual.
yeah. It's not going. We're not going to do that again.
No, I thought it was pretty good. We should have another one in August. Or, maybe,
we'll have one once a month.
We'll do a monthly
every month. Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, man, you guys took that way too seriously, and you're very boring.
I know.
So what else? I know Scott's like, this is my fucking side of the pond. Get the fuck out. Move over.
I love mock drafts. I don't know why. I watch them all on YouTube as well. I'm sad, but there you go. But yeah, we know what to do.
Really?
Scouser said I showed you yesterday. You're right, Scouse. On our show, we did it yesterday, and apparently he won both. I'm still not certain how he did that.
How do you win?
He won one.
How do you win?
He won the trade one, but he didn't even pick he didn't pick a goddamn cornerback.
My God!
So
right here from Bullshit Studios, who's going to win the mock draft today? Good Lord!
Well, let's talk about it a little bit, John. I never knew that you could be. I never knew it was it was an absolute thing that you couldn't like both quarterbacks. You couldn't like Drake May and you couldn't like Jaden Daniels at the same time.
You can. I tell you what,
everybody. And JJ
McCarthy for that.
All the crap that keeps going around, which really now it's ensconced itself into 2 camps.
Oh,
and I'm going to go ahead and quote our friend Disco and say that, look, man, a lot of you have painted yourselves into a corner, and now you're going to end up having to hate the other guy if that's who they take. And the fact of the matter is that none of you who pretend that this shit is fact know a fucking thing. Like I said last week, over the crystal ball. Woo! That's where you're trying to look. Okay? That's why. Look, I know, Scott, you had all serious for this kind of thing, and now it's my turn because I fucking laugh at this kind of stuff. All right, when you tell me you and Scouts, he won both. What? How do you win a mock draft? Is that like if I sit here and tell you, okay, we're playing video poker, but we're playing like this. I'm playing against you with cards, and you got your cards, and I got my cards, and I say I got 4 aces, and you say, well, I got 4 aces. And I'm like, really? I win because you can't fucking tell, and there's no way we can do anything about it. It's no different. Mock drafts, sillier than shit, and I'm glad we did it. I thought that was fun.
So Scouser said that's an F draft for him. I mean, come on, mate. How can you say that when you've got a quarterback and you've got a left tackle?
And how can you say that when you don't watch college football?
Scouts is thinking of Frankfurters. He's hungry. That's all. So he's thinking.
Listen, every mock draft that's ever been done is a fucking F. because
Yeah,
none of
it's
them are
just
right.
a crapshoot. None of them.
Not a
are
goddamn one of them.
No, do you know what I picked? I picked one player on a mock draft last year that came to Washington.
There's
and that
mock
was,
draft competitions. Did you know that?
Oh my
yeah,
god.
I know.
It's fucking.
And that was Quan Martin. So,
Dude, I'll tell you what.
He was-
I thought that the world was coming to an end when I found out that there was professional video game players. But do you know how much some of these fucking people make?
oh, guy, they're making millions. They're making millions. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
The thing I want to know is, okay, you're real good at the game. That's great. Who the fuck is paying to watch somebody else play a goddamn game? I don't get it, man. I don't get you kids today.
I know there's I work with a guy who I met him at work. There's lots of people I work with who's 24 years old, and he said, "Oh yeah, he's a computer programmer. That's his job."
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Oh yeah, I was third in the world for 8 months on Call of Duty." I was like, "How do you get to be third in the world? Like, how is that even a thing?" You know what I mean?
Look around, and there's only other 2 guys are left, and they shoot you first.
Do y'all not realize that they draft every single year?
Who?
Oh, the people in the chat upset at me for
Yeah,
not
they
taking
do.
2 offensive tackles.
Well,
I mean, really?
you know.
I know.
Oh my
Who's upset
goodness! Oh my goodness! They didn't take 2 offensive tackles.
Scouse and Scott are yelling.
To be honest, I would
Oh my
would
God.
take if it was my draft, I would probably take 2 tackles. To be fair,
I can tell you this: you can drive through South Dakota. All right, it's going to be long. It's
North
gonna be
Dakota, get it
boring.
right.
North Dakota.
North.
Well, you got to
gonna
drive
be
through
long.
South Dakota to get to North Dakota.
Still going to be boring. It's going to be flat as shit. But once you feel like you've gone about 513 miles, you'll see a big fucking billboard on the side of the road, and you'll think it says "Jesus saves," but it says "Jesse is wrong." Sorry, at the bottom. What is this? Like this right here? I don't get this. What did you smoke? You smoked a ham. What are you smoking over there, Scout?
Exactly. I sometimes do think my glorious co-host is smoking something, but there you go. It's what it is.
All right. I don't get it. I just do not get how you keep score of a mock draft. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's just not your thing, and I get that, John.
Well, no, I
completely understand.
It doesn't make any sense how you can possibly keep score of it. It's like this to me. It's not going anywhere, and I get bored after a couple of minutes.
That's like Subutio. Did you ever get that over in the States? Subutio.
Oh yeah, dude! We figured out a great way to play that game. There's people play that shit seriously now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If you want to see something on YouTube, man, they're sitting there just for 10 minutes. They're setting those things up, and then they go, and the play's over. What the
it's
fuck
like
happened?
table football, American football.
Yeah.
But it's soccer. And it's called Subutio.
When the mock draft simulators first came out, I thought it was the coolest thing in the fucking world. And then you just realize this is stupid. Like we don't know shit. We're not scouts.
Yeah. Everyone thinks we are, but there you go.
It's the same thing as like just because Adam Schefter said, I have a hunch that they're going to draft Jaden Daniels. Well, he also had a
no, he didn't. He said that he used a completely different word.
Well, he said nobody's told me. I don't know anything. He explained it on Ben Stanley's
What I'm
podcast.
hearing is right.
He did the same thing with the 49ers when he said, they're probably going to draft Mac Jones. But everybo's running with the shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because there's nothing to talk about.
Schefter doesn't fucking know, So what do fucking 3 Joe Schmoes on a fucking couch know about Dick?
Well, I can tell you that I know about one, and that's mine. But what do you know about Dick there, Jesse?
I know about one, and that's mine.
All right. Well,
Scott.
Heard. Scott? Yeah, right. Scotty found himself in a gay bar.
No, I didn't. No,
no.
There is. Yeah. No.
Yeah. What was that?
That was I don't know, man. That's what I said.
The man doth protest too much, John.
I thought that was when you guys were at the community center that was turned.
It was the community center, yeah.
And yeah, we noticed
gay.
that there was no women in the plane.
It was just a little gay.
Yeah,
Well, that's
so
okay though. You know, it's
and
okay.
that's probably why you were so adamant.
I'm not having a poo.
Right.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
wasn't
your
having a
pants
poo.
up in that place. I get it. All right.
Oh dear.
So this is the portion of the show where we're going to get ourselves in trouble because we don't know the fuck to talk about now, and we'll say something that
There's
we're not-
nothing to talk about. We're 2 weeks out from the draft.
2 weeks out from
What
the draft.
time? What time does the draft actually start?
6
Genuinely,
a.m. So I think 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock prime time.
Are we
on
going
Thursday.
live again like we did last year?
I mean,
oh
we
God,
can.
please.
Why not? Who cares? No, you're Scott for that's like late for you, right? And that's
Well,
Yeah,
it's an
so-
early pick though. You know, it's an
Yeah, we're
early
second-
pick.
I know it's an early pick. I get that, but then it's like, do I go to bed? No, I'm going to sit up and watch it. I mean, I remember with Scouse, and we had, probably about
you went to bed with
20.
scouts.
We had 20 UK. No, we had about 20 UK guys in Edinburgh a couple of years back, and waiting for the draft. It was the Kenny Pickens draft, and Mike, we got kicked out of the casino at like 6, and there was still 4 picks to go. I was just like,
How'd
what?
you get kicked out?
Because it shuts. You can't that's it, boys. See you later. Like,
That's
okay. So I'm like looking, going, oh, Tennessee took this person.
This was the point where you and Scouse said "fuck it" and had 20 guys from Edinburgh.
It is what it is, isn't it? It is what
Scotty
it is.
found himself in a gay bar.
No, I didn't. No,
No.
there is. Yeah.
All right.
That will never get old.
No, it'll
No,
never
it
get old.
won't.
And
No,
I cannot, Scott. Just so you know, I still have the Jesse's adventure in North Carolina videos. So,
Cool.
yes, I know you're not thrilled about it at all. We
So
have
it's
stepped
about-
all over your serious show tonight.
So it's about what 8 o'clock? Is it about what 8 o'clock? The first pick? Is it there or thereabouts your time?
Probably.
I
It'll
mean,
be like about
when
7:30.
it starts at 7, and then it's like
probably
10
about
minutes
8
for the first pick. You know,
No, they have they come on when
What
they
time
say
does
it
the
starts at
NFL
7.
draft
That means that's when they go from their
The
stupid
broadcast,
fucking
yeah.
red carpet, which is the dumbest goddamn thing, to the broadcasters who sit there and say the same
Yeah.
shit that they've been saying for the last 6 months.
Thursday at 8 p.m. is when the
That's when
clock
it
starts.
Right. So they'll
And the
talk
clock
for an
starts
hour.
at 8.
So that's midnight. So it'll be about 8:30 before we pick.
No, that's 1. That's 1 a.m. our time.
Oh shit! Ah, you can stay up.
Yeah,
go
I'm
on with
just-
that.
Thursday. You didn't got to work next day, do you?
No, I don't. No, I'm off.
It's Thursday.
You're going to be too excited anyway,
Yeah, I'm off the Friday. I'm off
Jumping
the
around
Friday
in your-
morning.
Now
Goddamn
rounds
thing,
2 and
footage
3
job.
is also
You're going to be all excited about our pick.
Yeah.
rounds 2 and 3, which is it's going to be a busy day for us. We have multiple picks in that, and that starts at 7 o'clock.
There you
So,
go.
yeah.
So it looks like we're getting our scheduling worked out right here live on the air with everyone watching the show.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
As you can tell, we don't have any content for right now. We
well, there's
ran out of
nothing
it.
to. There's. I mean, did we hear?
Well, no, there was
do you want to
plenty
say
to
anything
do. There was
about?
plenty to do, but you guys wanted to play ESPN and be all serious about this draft and running. Let's talk about this. Or let's go ahead.
Hold on, Scott. I got a question to ask you.
no
Who
time
who
for a
came
mock-
up with the idea of doing a mock draft
I did.
live?
It
I
was
want
John.
to
Yeah.
you can
Okay.
stop a little bit and
Now
have
he's
some
bitching
fun
about
with it, but we didn't have any fun with it. We just ran right.
Do you think then? What were your thoughts on and comments on Montez Sweat? You got anything to say on that about his little interview he said about the name?
I mean,
I tell you, it didn't have any reasoning as to why he went, but I bet you a lot of people feel that way. Like, as in most people feel that way.
yeah, I think it might be a little bit sour grapes as well too. You know, the name is the name. Who fucking cares?
is.
There's 31 other stupid names
done.
out there.
Yeah,
It's true.
and it's done, and it's nothing but a fucking nickname of a football team. You're watching the same thing. You're watching the football, and it's what I found is that the name on the helmet or the helmets looked great. Those uniforms, I see these old videos on, they look great. They look fucking great, but whatever. Times change, and so here you go. I got my commander shit on, and I see these people that are still out there now, and they pop up in these threads all the time. Especially like the commanders will put out something like Joe Schmo will wear 54. Like who gives a fuck? But here they come. Until you change the name, I'm not doing anything. Well, apparently you are, because you're fucking here watching them and paying attention to everything they do.
I'm commenting on them. That's
Yeah,
fanning. It's called fanning right there.
Right. So, I mean, get over it. It's a fucking name, and who cares? Right. The football is what you're watching. You're not there to watch a fucking name.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to say then was anything on the top 30 visits? Do you put any stock into that having Jaden Daniels and Drake May and JJ McCarthy all there next week late on?
I think they're going to put them in a room and let them fight each other, and whoever wins is going to be the draft pick.
Ooh.
I think so. I did notice. I'm not going to say that this means anything, but I got a friend of mine who knows a guy who works with a guy who's a cousin of a dude that works for the fucking Jello Corporation, and he said that they're sending a gigantic vat of green Jello over to Redskins Park, or excuse me, I don't know what Commanders Camp,
Commanders Park, yeah,
Commanders Park. Over there, and these guys, they're supposed to wear Speedos and they're going to wrestle in the. So I'm really at that point. I got to go with Drake May because Jaden Daniels is going to get knocked down quick.
Do you see that from Scott there? Breaking news: Ayuk unfollowed San Francisco on social media.
Who did?
Yeah, they've been having
Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk's been wanting a new contract. They haven't been close. There's been talk of trading. There's been talk. A lot of fans want
bring him here.
Bring him here. I think it might cost a little bit too much. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Ayuk's a fantastic receiver, but Ayuk, I still think him and Terry are kind of like the same kind of receiver, though.
Yeah, I want a bigger body guy.
Yeah.
What about the news then? The other news, which is a no slow news week, there was talk potentially about Kyler Murray being traded to here for the second overall pick.
I didn't hear anything about that, and I would just throw that right down the drain because
I actually said that too. I was like, I actually sat there and thought about it and thought, hold on a minute, $46 million this year.
Kingsbury has all the information you need on Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
and they didn't really see eye to
eye.
They
didn't get on.
Well,
that's why the gamer was in the contract.
When the Cardinals came and played the Commanders last year, do you remember we were all standing? The cop had to hold his hand and walk him across the street to get him over the line.
Dude, we were on the field.
We were on the field watching him.
Oh, that's right. You guys didn't watch.
And he walked right past me, and I see it over his fucking head. He's small, and I'm not a tall guy. I'm 5.
Was it you or was it you or Burrows who didn't even notice he was there?
It was me. Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
Right. He like brushed up against my back, and I'll turn around.
Did you pick him up?
Like his afro is going right under my chin and tickled my beard a little bit. I didn't see him.
Wow.
He is small.
I'm just kidding.
Very small.
But he is small. He's shorter than I am, and I am 5'9"3/4.
I like his game.
That 3/4 makes.
There's just so many other things about it that I don't like.
Got to throw that in there.
This nonsense about having his contract that he's got to study his fucking playbook. That's the biggest red flag I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, but he's got skill.
He's got a lot of skill. He's got that kind of skill that can make it happen out of nothing.
I looked back at it and I said, is he, I thought to myself, is he a top 10 QB? He's not even in the top 15 in this league.
No, he was the first overall pick too. But the thing for me is
he didn't have the best offensive line either. Let's be fair to him.
True. Well, he's had a good running game, but he makes a lot happen on his own. And I do like that about him. It's just that this nonsense, I guess what he thinks is it's all a video game. And okay, that's going to last you for a little while, dude. But the NFL catches up to you.
The thing that I like about these 3 prospects that could possibly come to Washington in May, Daniels and McCarthy, is they all seem mature. Even McCarthy, he's the youngest one out of all of them. He's only 21 or will be 21 by the draft. He's got a maturity about him that it seems like he's ready for the pros. Same with Jaden Daniels and the same with Drake May. They all seem really mature, and you haven't heard any red flags about their personal stuff. Besides the stuff about Jaden Daniels' mom, but that's not him.
That's not even real. You know what? Who gives a fuck about
it? Is
Jaden
real.
Daniels?
It happened, but
it's real. But the fact of the matter is that nobody would have given a shit if it wasn't for fucking fat ass. Hey, let me tell you something. Everything's going great. So let me listen. Jaden Daniels' mom is a bad piece of news there. Fuck this.
Look, I will listen. There's a lot of things about Tom Romero that we all hate.
Yes,
I understand why he wrote that article. Because of the past quarterbacks that we've had here with parent issues. And,
you know what? Parent issues? Who? I mean, other than
freaking RG3
father. You know, I think there's a difference in that. The RG3 couldn't play quarterback. All right. And I know people get mad when I say this, not you guys, but some people get mad. But the fact is, he was a one-trick pony. And once the NFL figured out that fucking read option shit, it disappeared fast. And he couldn't do anything. Yeah, it did. It's part of the offense.
It disappeared because he didn't do it.
That year we ran it, Seattle ran it, and San Francisco ran it right to the fucking Super Bowl. And then the next year, defenses figured it out, and that shit became a part of an offense, but not the focal point anymore. Wilson adapted. Fucking who cares whatever he did when he kneeled down? What's his name?
Kaepernick.
He was out of the league. Kaepernick, his skills diminished because he couldn't run the same offense anymore. And RG3. Look, people want to talk about, he got injured. Dude, this is 2024. That was 2014. They put that knee together like that. They can do it like that now. People come back from that shit like that.
All in for week one.
All in for week one, whatever. They can say anything they want about how it ruined him. No, it didn't. He didn't know how to freaking move his line. When it came down to it, and he couldn't continue to run that read option nonsense.
Because he couldn't protect himself.
He couldn't protect himself. He didn't know how to read a defense. He didn't know where the blitz was coming from. His idea was to pick one and then run. And that was, once it was figured out, here's a law. 2 laws. I'm going to give you the first 2 laws of football. Law 1, offense innovates, defense adapts. Defense adapted that shit in a year and it was gone. Number 2 law, quarterbacks filter to exactly where they belong. No quarterback talent is missed by the NFL. There ain't no fucking Uncle Rico out there throwing steaks over a mountain, right? Or whatever the fuck he was doing. They filtered to where they belong. And RG3, after 2 years after his cricket, filtered down to the goddamn 3rd string in 2 cities. Okay?
Okay. All right. That argument, everything that you said could apply to Jaden Daniels.
Except he threw footballs.
Yeah, it could do.
Well, I mean, no, because I don't think so. I think Jaden Daniels can read a defense. I think he knows how to progress through his reads, and I think you saw it.
You need to go a guy.
He was not a single read defense.
Dane Brugler will disagree with you. He's one of the best.
Disagree with anybody.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Best analysts.
Look, I made a law in my own self a long time ago. Never getting an argument.
He's a 1-2 run quarterback, and that should scare people.
I don't know that he is. So, I don't know that he actually is.
I think multiple people have said the same thing.
That's great. Multiple people say all kinds of shit that doesn't make them right. And I'm saying shit that doesn't make me right. And because, as we all know, let me pull it real quick. We remind everybody who we are and what we're all about here. But yeah, we all know fans are stupid.
That's true.
Fans are stupid.
And that's the main red flag that I have on Jaden Daniels. He seems like he just runs to contact, and he's not built for contact. And you can tell me all you want, he always gets up. Well, one day he's not going to get up.
Yeah, well, it's the NFL. People are a lot bigger, and injuries can happen to big, stocky dudes too.
But the kid's got talent. There's no, you can't say that he doesn't, because he does. He really has talent.
Yeah. Well, we took Drake May in our first ever and correct, I might add.
And if we had another mock draft, I'd probably argue for Daniels. That's how close they are to for me. But I just think Daniels has a little bit too many. He has more red flags,
potential red
Drake than Drake does. But I do think Drake does need some time to does
that mean Marcus Mariota?
I don't know if that means Marcus Mariota. I mean, I think as a fan base, we got to be patient with them if we draft.
I don't think so. I agree, but I agree with you there. But you can learn by sitting on a bench, and getting the Patrick Mahomes treatment and getting the Jordan Love treatment and learning from people like that. But we don't have someone who can teach like that.
Right.
That's the
we
point.
Don't have Aaron Rodgers.
And then the other point of it is you can learn by actually playing the game and going, do you know what? You can play the game and you can learn that way. But you're right. We do have to be patient with him. He's going to have his lumps. People are going to 100% mark my what we on now. We're on the 12th of April. If we draft Drake May by week 3, the comparisons will be, well, why didn't we just stick with Sam Howell? It's exactly the same quarterback. That is 100% what people are going to say.
Well,
no
as we
doubt
all
about
know,
it. Correct.
I'm gonna have to
Correct.
make a song for this. Fans are stupid. We're gonna have to need some kind of a stinger for this. Fans are not gonna give him more than one mistake. All right, that's just the way they are. Because,
but luckily,
if we draft quarterback X, the fucking guys that have all spent the last 3 months utterly burying their dick in quarterback Y, they're gonna sit there, and the second quarterback X throws a fucking incompletion. They're, oh, we should have drafted quarterback Y. I'm smarter than you. You're a fucking idiot. And it's just, it never ends. It will never, ever, ever fucking end.
I got another little.
X could take us to the Super Bowl. They'll sit there and say quarterback Y could take us to 2 Super Bowls.
I got another little topic before we head out, though.
Please do.
It's about quarterbacks, but it's about penis. Our penis.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of talk now. I guess fans are just bored at this point. You know, now they're talking about, a lot of fans I'm seeing want to trade back a couple spots and grab Penix, and it's still in like the top 12, something like that. Personally, I think Penix is a second-round quarterback. I honestly do. He has a nice deep ball, but he doesn't have a zip ball. It's his injuries worry the hell out of me. I think he's a product of awesome players around him. He had the best offensive line in college football, pretty much, and he had really, really, really good receivers. But what do you guys think of of trading back and getting a Penix?
Who do we get before? If we get Joe Alt and Penix, I'm much more happy. All right.
Like, I don't know if we trade back, they're gonna have to be close enough to make sure that they land this quarterback, though. That you can't go that far back.
No,
So,
you're not saying I'm
and the team that we would probably target is
Minnesota 11. Yeah, Minnesota 11.
So you would have 11 and 23. I don't think Joe Alt's going to be there at 23.
No.
And from what I'm hearing lately, Joe Alt isn't the all-star stud as everybody makes him out to be. Yes, he's probably the best offensive tackle in the draft, but
I've heard that absolutely nowhere.
I just heard it today on I just heard it today on 2 podcasts. One from I believe it was Al Gaudy. He had a guest on, and then I think Ben Standings. I don't know. You can look it up. It wasn't Ben Standings. It was the Athletic Football Show. Anyways,
were they saying Fuaga is the guy?
It is Fuaga is him and Alt are the top 2, but Alt's not the runaway favorite as everybody thinks that he is.
No, well, wait till next week. Somebody will come out.
And Logan Paulson said it too. That's 3 people. Logan Paulson said it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's that time of year, man. Shit's going to go up. Shit's going to go down. If we ended up with Alt, I'd be pretty happy.
I would not. I cannot see Alt falling out of the top 6 at all.
I think. Listen, especially if you got 4 quarterbacks going, then you have
Marvin Harrison
receivers. Alt can. I've seen Alt fall for anywhere from like 8 to 15. It all depends on how all this stuff falls,
I'll have a cheeky wager with you. Do you think Joe Alt goes in the top 10?
I think there's probably a 75% chance of that happening. Yeah.
So that's a yes. You're betting a cheek.
Okay. So what about top 7?
Oh, now Scott's going to narrow it.
I would say 50% chance.
Okay, so do you want to bet on a 50-50 shot here? Then I will say he will definitely go inside the top 7.
Is that Tennessee at 7? Who's at 7?
Yes, it is. 6 is Giants. Tennessee's at 7. 5 is the Chargers, where I think he actually does go. 4 is Arizona.
I think the Chargers might trade out of that spot, though. That's.
I don't think the Chargers will. Because you've got to think of what they need. They need a wide receiver, and they can have a bookend tackle who'll be there for 10 years. Your choice. You got Malik Neighbors. You've got Adunze still up there.
They have a tackle. I don't know if it's
they've got. It's not. Is it Darasaur who's there?
No, that's Minnesota.
Vikings.
Yeah. Because they got one in the past couple of years. I thought.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah, he is very good.
Regardless, listen again. We don't know shit. We don't know. We don't know how this is going to shake out. I think
I'll bet with you though that he goes with inside. Joe Alt will be drafted before at 7 or above.
I mean, there's a very good possibility. Yeah. But I just don't think I don't think it's as clear cut and dry as he's the number one tackle. I mean, months ago we thought Fashanu.
It's Rashawn Slater.
I have to remind you that. None of us know a fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, we were arguing back and forth.
The guys on these podcasts, these experts that say what they know. One thing that you hear also that nobody's talking about anything. This is that time of year. These guys aren't stupid. Ain't nobody going to get up in the NFL, become somebody who's a scout with the NFL that runs his mouth 2 weeks before the draft. So none of them, they don't know shit. They're talking. And what happens, you see how this shit works. You get one little kernel of maybe information, and that becomes the nucleus of all of this people are saying. No, they're not. They're all saying back to this one little kernel and nothing that they all built up into something.
I've got a question for you then. This is to kind of see us out, because draft is just, there's no column inches, as you said. There's nothing to fill. Journos need to speak, and it's nauseating at times. Right. It's nauseating. So Scott G asked us a question on the 1 Point Safety show, and he's obviously in our chat. He said, tell us something about each of the hosts that obviously gives you're more passionate about or as passionate about with either Washington. Is it another sport, or is it something that you like doing outside of the Commanders?
Something else I'm passionate about besides the Commanders?
Yeah.
Okay.
John's massive. He's massively there for Greenpeace and stopping whaling.
Oh yeah. That's how I get these fucking things in my face that need to be removed. Because Russians and Japanese shoot at me. No, I like to play pickleball, which is a fun sport. And if anybody wanted to ever go out and try it. It's fun. You'll fucking love it. It's fast. It's fun.
Jesse,
that's what I do.
Mine's probably I'd already known, but I'm really into Harleys.
And would that be male Harleys or female Harleys? Because that's one of those names that can go both ways.
My wife's put mine in the chat there, so she's put mine in the chat there. There you go.
Yeah, Scott's passion about his porn. Yeah.
Looking for his penis? What?
No, love. She's put I love porn, but no,
you love porn. Hey, well, there you go.
For me, I am sport mad. Really, I've got two other sports that I'm really passionate about in rugby and in soccer. So I'll be watching both my teams tomorrow. But I'm
big into hockey too.
Family,
I'm a big Caps really. Fan. Big Caps fan, and I like baseball too. My team.
I love baseball, but the fucking goddamn the Baltimore Orioles, which have been on my house for 50 goddamn years, are not on this year because of fucking Comcast and fucking Masson, who decided that for me to watch the Orioles this year, I got to pay even more. And no, my cable bill got close to $300 a month just for television. Now they want me to pay more so that I can watch just the Orioles game, because after the game, it goes back to FS2. The channel opens back up again. So they just want me to watch the fucking game. And I can also get 30 other channels of fucking utter bullshit that I goddamn well don't want. How many motherfucking channels do I need with some idiot going, we're going to put a goddamn trestle up on this house and we're going to turn it into a fucking mansion? Fuck you and your fucking bullshit. You can give us a la carte television.
Get off my lawn.
It's a John's get off my lawn moment. Scouse, you're right. I do hope on draft day that there's pictures of Joe Alt in a gas mask smoking weed. Let's do a Laramie Tunsil. Yes, I hope so.
You see how bad that hurt Laramie Tunsil? He represents himself and gets paid quite well.
Yeah, on it's the Scott's question. I mean, there's nothing really that nothing else that I give the time and the devotion to other than the Commanders. I mean, besides like my work. I mean, I'm passionate about my work because I want to do a good job there, and I'm relied on to do a good job.
Swing sets need building, Jesse. Swing sets need building.
I get a call about a loose screw. I'm there. I'm there. No. But yeah, it's a
Joe sure will be on your ass. Don't you worry.
I don't give as much time to pretty much anything else. And the summertime, springtime, good weather. I do ride a lot, but other than that, no, it's football's got my love and devotion, I guess.
Yeah. I probably play in the spring, summer. I'll play 8 to 10 hours of pickleball a day, or not a day. Excuse me,
Really?
a week. A day. No.
I was like, Jesus, John, that's
No.
putting the time in, son.
8 to 10 a week.
How are you not pro in your age group?
8 to 10 a week. No, that's about
John,
it. I tell you what, I run like hell, man, and I fucking move around. And
John's an all-American middleweight boxer. Yeah.
No. But I come home and then I walk around like I'm 80. So it hurts. It's sore. It hurts. But it feels good.
I mean, I've been really good about going to the gym. I go 6 days a week, trying to, when I'm getting older, I'm trying not to feel older, trying to, I got health issues too, but trying to stay as young as possible, a day at a time.
Well, Jesse, we've only got 11. We've only got 11 weeks until the banana hammock off with me.
Yeah. I'm getting there, man.
We're gonna have to get some charity done for
That's right. Here on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, it's the
banana off
Pride Week with Jesse and Keith in the big old homoerotic oiled down post off.
Keith comes in like all mahogany and creosoted.
We should do that for charity.
Yeah, for charity.
He's been on a diet of grapes and he can't drink or eat anything, and he's veins. And
he's gonna put that banana hammock on, and we're gonna see some grapes. I'm tell you that.
That's what. Yeah, there we go. That's the next charity. Have a calendar of podcasters.
Right you do not want it. A podcaster's calendar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Podcasters bikini calendar.
Oh God.
The Speedo calendar.
As long as you can put as long as you can put like a bale of hay in front of me and just see my head, that's fine.
I guarantee
exactly, Scott. I'm not even tuning in for that podcast. Don't you worry about it.
There's a couple of podcasters that we know of that probably would go, yeah, I'd look good in that.
Yeah,
I'll tell
absolutely.
You what, if Deuce did it, I'll do it.
There you go.
That's the way it'll should work.
So
Scott's not donating. All right. Well, we've run along long enough here. We've had a mock draft. We've mocked ourselves for having a mock draft. I gave Comcast the big fucking finger, and I finally canceled them. I just needed a nudge, and it was them telling me I needed to pay more for the Orioles. So fuck off, Comcast.
And
that's
looking to get an MLB TV.
No, I've just kind of actually I have a link that I've been trying.
I got you.
Good man. I get you.
Yeah, Scotty's got a good one he gave me that
I did.
Watching football. So
oh yeah.
All right.
I'm not one that usually tends to do that kind of stuff, but you know what? You went and pushed me, Masson. You went and pushed me, Comcast. That's enough of it. I tell you, every once in a while you'll see in the paper that, or you'll see on the news that crazed lunatic goes to Comcast office with hammer, swings around, and you go, oh, they went to Comcast. I get it. I understand. I know exactly why they're there with the hammer trying to smash someone. So anyway,
well, you got blackouts too. I mean, most of the games are blacked out. Anyway.
Baseball game, you couldn't
you hear anything? I can't hear anything.
I've got you now.
Okay.
There you are. Oh, well, we're listening to our fucking cool ass exit music.
Exactly.
So there you go. All right. I've had my jolly rant about baseball. We've talked about, practically everything under the sun tonight, and we're going to leave it off at that. Bad customer service means piracy is deserved. Well, I suppose you're right there, Yam. I completely agree. I'm gonna get a black one of these and put it over my eye next time. So
That's right. I'm stealing the baseball game tonight. Arr.
I'll see y'all later. We've had enough. Go hit the like button. Go subscribe to whatever that you like. I hope it's us. And if you want to give us a good review, go ahead and give us a good review. But spell everything correctly because it counts. Bye.